friends of the internet, I would film an actual live vlog segment, but my morning voice would sound like a dying frog. Please enjoy this very nice voiceover. I check my phone and do some stretching because you realize the older you get, even sleeping weird can cause you back pain. I wake up anywhere from 3 hours before to 15 minutes before my first call, depending on if I decide to get my physical activity, so working out or figure skating practice in before work or after work. Today, working out felt like a later problem, so hence 30 minutes prior it is. Welcome to my bathroom, where a lot of magic happens. I am half working from home today and half working in the office, so for now, just the basic human morning hygiene stuff. I'll leave all the fancy makeup and hair stuff to later. I promise the live vlog segments are coming in just a second. I just need to get some caffeine in my veins to sound like a fully functional human being. Because it is summer in New York City right now, it starts getting hot and humid as fuck starting at 1 a.m. If you watch my New York City morning routine video from winter, I would make hot pour over with my Chemex every day, but it is way too hot now, so I invested in this iced coffee machine, which fundamentally is not any different from a regular coffee machine, but oh well. Usually I start off the morning with a quick 5 to 10 minute check of my email just to make sure nothing blew up overnight when I was sleeping and if there's anything urgent for the morning. Also like writing down my daily to-dos in my journal because I am indeed that one type A person. Crossing something off of a to-do list physically gives me so much immense joy, but it honestly does truly help me feel less frazzled about all the things that I have to juggle. On days that I don't do a full workout or go figure skating in the morning, I try to get at least some sort of like movement in because it just makes me feel a hell of a lot better overall than automatically hitting my desk. This isn't anything crazy. I don't even think I would call this yoga. I definitely don't have some sort of regular routine. It's more of just stretching and moving my body in a way that feels good and helps me wake up that day. Good morning. Now that I have, gone up, I got some movement in my body, probably half of a Trenta-sized coffee in, I am now able to talk to a camera and sound like a decent, logical human being with a brain that functions. The first call that I usually have in my day is just a really chill call, typically. It's like just an internal sync between me and my current project team. Consulting, it's very project-based. I work on anything from a project that is 4 weeks to a couple of months. Current one I'm on is a really quick, like 4-week engagement. The project team is me, 2 other associates, a manager, a senior manager, and then a couple of MDs. And then usually, what is everyone doing? What's on everyone's plate? Usually, I try to stay cameras off. I mean, everyone kind of stays camera off because we all kind of, if we're gonna be honest with ourselves, we all look like this if we work from home. My last project was brutal. Mine was in London. We would wake up at like 7 a.m. for a meeting, so we would literally roll out of bed at like 6:55. As long as you don't look like this in front of a client, like you're good. I am going to hop on my first internal call. Before that, I kind of do want to show you my work from home desk setup. I did do one last year as well, so I already have a video just dedicated to that about how to like craft an ergonomic and aesthetic workplace for yourself so you feel just like better about working. It's like not great if you feel like your internal environment is also like super like drab and you're just like, oh, depression. Hello and welcome to my productivity corner where I churn out all my PowerPoint decks. This is my updated ergonomic setup. If you are starting a job in consulting, or honestly for most corporate jobs, I highly recommend having 2 screens. So I have this one external monitor and then my work laptop. I use this laptop stand from Grovemade to prop up my work laptop so it can function as my second screen, so I don't need another giant ass monitor. The ergonomic rule of thumb is you want both screens to be at eye level, so I also elevate my monitor with this super aesthetic monitor stand from Grovemade, and honestly, shout out to them for being so damn creative. The best part about this is I'm also able to put stuff below it as well, so I can save a lot more desk space. Because my laptop is propped up, I have this external Bluetooth keyboard from Amazon that is mint green and it has the typewriter style keys, so it's super satisfying to type with. I almost forgot my favorite thing, my vertical mouse, which is so comfortable to hold. I don't think I can ever go back to using the carpal tunnel inducing trackpad on my laptop. Both of these sit on my Grovemade brown vegan leather desk pad, which also functions as a mouse pad. Off to the side, I have some decor, a pencil holder, and my MacBook, aka my side hustle laptop, aka what I use for editing my YouTube content. This sits in a vertical dock, also from Grovemade. Honestly, storing this vertically saves me so much space. A third of my desk space used to be for my MacBook that I don't even use during my work hours. My standing desk is still the same and saves my life and my lower back. Okay, so I just got off of my first meeting and I already got slammed with some deck edits. I'm gonna take some time now just to wrap up this deck that we have to send over to the client. The most common question asked in consulting, what does your day-to-day look like and what do you actually do in your job? And that is so hard to actually define because it ranges the whole gamut of like so many different things. If you hate PowerPoint, consulting is unfortunately not the job for you. All right, it is breakfast time. I typically eat my first meal around 11 a.m. or noon. So it's kind of like a hybrid breakfast lunch type of thing. If you guys haven't watched my intermittent fasting video, I still stick by that. So hence the late breakfast. My banana is a little bit unwell. I am a creature of habit, so I've been eating this exact same meal for the last 2 months. Non-fat Greek yogurt, berries, granola, chia seeds, and honey. It's super nutritious, yummy, and most importantly, it's super fast to make in between back-to-back morning meetings. I'm gonna go back to multitask and eat and wrap up a bit more work before heading into the office. Alright friends, it is getting ready time. Contrary to popular belief, I actually do show up into the office from time to time. Socializing these days really just takes a lot more effort than it used to. This weird world of hybrid ways of working, it's pretty much kind of like just very flexible. Choose to go into the office or not. Sometimes like my team does a huddle in the office, so we'll go into the office together, which is great. Sometimes the rest of your team is in London and there is no way you're going to go into the office together. If I am staying home, typically I won't do my makeup unless I have like a big client meeting or a very important internal meeting with big important people. In that case, I'll put on like a nice blouse, I'll like do my like makeup. If I do go into the office, yes, I would like to look like a presentable human being. So sunscreen and concealer, step one. I use a Super Goop sunscreen because I am a basic bitch that believes in Gwyneth Paltrow. So, wow, I just chucked it so hard. It was supposed to land on my bed, but now it's on my floor. It's so hot in New York right now, so I'm trying to not get burnt and look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And, of course, lovely New York traffic. This is the reality of living in Manhattan.
Don't lose your youth, 'cause I can stay inside and step away inside all me.
All right. 360 transformation from the hours of PJs in the morning. Just went ahead and changed off camera because this is not the kind of content and channel that we're trying to create here. But this is exemplary of my typical office fit. All black. Not sure if I'm going to a funeral or to work, but you know, kind of the same vibe. Okay, so before I go to the office, let's just sit down and have a little bit of a powwow and let me tell you about what the fuck I actually do. A single firm that does consulting can do various types of consulting. So I sit on the strategy side. So for example, my company has like tech consulting, it has management consulting, and it has strategy consulting. Strategy is the overall high-level recommendation, and management consulting is more implementational. So I mentioned earlier that there's a lot of variability into the day-to-day tasks. Just to give context, I am a senior analyst or a second-year analyst at the firm that I am at. Sat through the last 2 years and got some experience. Expect to, do things like create slide decks, work in Excel to do some modeling from time to time, or data cleaning. You could potentially run client meetings. So many things that you do in a day that no one day looks exactly the same. Another thing to mention is sometimes working at any large company feels a little bit like college, or quote unquote extracurriculars that you could partake in, like things that you do additional to your work. Wherever I find pockets of time, I'll stop and go ahead and, just kind of do some of the internal work. So, okay, holy shit, I am actually like sweating right now. I'm going to go ahead and go into the office now because honestly, 2 benefits of going into the office during the summer. 1, free AC. 2, you go in the afternoon to get free coffee because you're crashing. I am going to now walk to the office. All right, it is office time. It's about 3 p.m. now and I am en route. It is literally so freaking hot outside right now. I think it's like 95 today. I got my lovely flip-flop on because no one actually walks to the office in freaking heels. Honestly, the nice part of even going to the office for a little in the afternoons is I get like a little bit of a walk-in. So I'm just like moving throughout the day so I don't feel super sedentary. It does make a hell of a difference just to go outside for a walk, even if it's 10-15 minutes. Welcome to the office. Hopefully security didn't think I was super sus or strange, but I promise I am a legit employee here. Our company has 9 floors, so I'm going to show you guys some of the floors of what a consulting office looks like. But first, let's caffeinate ourselves again and make some coffee. This, by the way, is one of the main kitchens on one of the floors. Long distance, trust issues. Baby, come here, I miss you. Every time I close my eyes. Since consultants travel so much, or at least we did before the pandemic, our offices aren't really structured in a way where everyone has a room or cubicle or desks. It's more of an open seating model of where you can kind of just sit wherever you want. But there are enclosed rooms or spaces that you can book for team meetings or conference calls. I think living in New York City, sometimes you just take the view for granted. Sometimes I just sit here and think about how fucking grateful I am to be able to work in a place with a crazy view like this and with AC because, you know, not everyone gets by easy with an indoor desk job. There's so many people coming into the office now that things are a bit more open, so it was so hard to find an enclosed space, so I decided to just camp out by this window-side table. I'm going to take a couple of client calls now from here and wrap up some last things on my to-dos today. So I'm actually in an enclosed room right now. Literally the office is actually so full now that everyone is kind of like back and coming in. Last thing that I usually finish off my day with, meeting wise, not in terms of workload wise, because oftentimes a lot of the work seeps into the evening, but the last touch point that I have with my internal team for us to kind of just review you know, what we accomplished today. I'm gonna go hop on that, then I'm gonna probably go ahead and change into workout clothes. There's like this company sponsored workout class, so I'm gonna go to that because I have not moved at all today, minus my walk to the office.
Paper planes fly me to outer space. That's where I'll see your.
Typically, I eat dinner at home or occasionally there's a team dinner out, but today I actually went to an in-office pasta making event. I'll be very useful in videoing you do. So much too It's kind of working. Oh my lord. Oh my god, there's like flour on my camera. Ooh, nice! You got it! Oh, it's okay.
What do you use this most for?
Hello everyone, I am back at my desk. So thanks for watching till the end. Hopefully this video was somewhat helpful to you. Maybe not, maybe you thought it was boring, maybe you thought it was interesting. Now I'm just chilling at home, showered, I've changed into normal people clothes again instead of my funeral clothing. My desk, wrapping up a couple of last emails. The best thing about sitting here during golden hour is the sun is freaking beautiful. This is why y'all need to get an apartment with south-facing windows. All right, thank you guys so much for watching till the very end. I appreciate all of you guys. If you like more content like this, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you would like to see more kind of career-esque type videos. I know I share a variety of different lifestyle videos on this channel, but not sure if people are really interested in consulting in my career. So if you have any questions about anything, I mean, hit me about business school, about college, about, you know, how to transition careers. I'm always an open book, always happy to chat in the comments, so leave me a comment down below. Until next time, bye guys.
You should hurry home. I left the key